Hello, what am I up to? Water signs, how are you going? This is just a quick season's greetings reading. So it's for air, fire, earth, water, and we're up to water. So what I'm going to do is just do a couple of healing cards, and there's a couple of love cards, and then we'll do a quick reading for each sign. So we'll start with, who will we start with? Cancer. All right, Cancer. I'm going to pull this up here so you can see what I'm doing. So first card out, we've got Tea of Transformation, Healing, Remedy and Positive Change. And then for love, we'll have Caution. It's a master number. So, and I'm filming this on the 22nd of December. So let's have a look what this means for you. Let's have a look what it means. I think sometimes you can be overcautious, and sometimes you can be so cautious that you miss the opportunity to change because you're frightened to let go, frightened of getting hurt. But if you don't try something new, you'll never know, Cancer. So you're very home related, family related. So let's see what this has got for you. As usual, I'll pull them out and then we'll read through them. So at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Six of Wands. Victory. All right, then we have Ten of Pentacles. Looking good so far. Death. Seven of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Three of Cups. Three of Wands. Lots of repeating. Two of Wands. And the Hermit. What was I saying? Okay, so let's get you to have a look at these. The situation is overcoming and being victorious over challenge. So that could be this year. Hello, challenge 2020 and 2021. So you've got through that. You've been successful. Physically, everything's going well in your physical environment. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, which is probably my favorite minor arcana card in the whole deck. This is home, hearth, stability, very Cancerian energy, even though it's an earth. In your mental area, though, you are coming up to a transformation. So with this Tea of Transformation card and the Death card, mentally you are coming to an end of something. It could be overcoming this fear of the unknown, or it could be overcoming just flying into things without thinking them through. Emotionally, you've got good boundaries in place. You know where you stand, you know what to protect and how to protect it. And with these birds swooping down, it's almost like any old, outdated, unhealthy things coming through, because this is ending here. You've got these good boundaries set in place, ready to go. And spiritually, you've done the work alone. You've succeeded, not mainly alone, but you've succeeded doing it through working on yourself, not expecting other people to make you happy or cure you or whatever. With the Three of Cups, you've got this celebration. Now, this is what you're not seeing. You're not seeing the possibility to celebrate You're not seeing the opportunity, and that it's worth celebrating all that you've achieved this year, this transformation you've achieved, and how you've learned to put in boundaries now. It is worth celebrating. Your higher self wants you to know that what you've put out is coming towards you. I think this is where the caution is, not to over pay too much attached energy to it. Don't spend too much time looking for it coming in. You know, when are you coming in? When are you coming in? Spend a lot of time knowing that it is without having to continually seek for it. The advice is the Two of Swords. Now, this could be where the caution comes in. See the crossing here and the crossing there. It could be not wanting to see any hiccups coming in the way, or it could not be not wanting to see what you've had to let go of, what you have let go of, and you know where that's going to take you. The outcome is the Hierophant for you, Cancer, because this is about going within, but also right beside another 9. See how it's got these bees creating something. It's working together. Everything you've done is working together to help you gain wisdom from all the going within you've done this year. It's quite beautiful. And basically what it's saying is, don't be afraid to celebrate. Don't be so cautious that you miss what this has brought you. You miss the gifts that this challenge has taught you. Don't be afraid of that. So basically, you've gained the wisdom. Go and celebrate. Go and celebrate having to go through that, but the rewards you've received on the other side. All right. Let's move on to Scorpio and see where you are this season. The end of this year, moving on into next year. I think this is probably my favourite time of year because in Australia it's summer. We're still waiting on summer. It's warm, it's hopeful, but also it gives you the opportunity to round up and review everything that you've been doing, everything you've achieved, and where you want to go next. So let's see what we've got for Scorpio. No, over here, there it is. In love, we've got security, so that's nice. And healing, we've got without a care. Disregard, ignorance, turning a blind eye. And in the Cancer reading, the second card to come out was the number 22 as well. So like I said, if you missed the Cancer reading, I'm filming this on the 22nd. So anybody who's into numerology and loves numbers, have fun with that. I think if you're feeling so secure in where you are and what you've done and how you've achieved it, don't take it for granted. At the bottom of the deck, we've got the Hanged Man. Oops, let's have a look. I usually lay these out and then we go through them, but I'll let you see as we're doing that. At the bottom of the deck, you've got the Hanged Man, and physically you have the Ace of Wands. Mentally, Two of Swords. Emotionally, Three of Cups. Spiritually, another Ace of Swords. What you're not seeing is the Seven of Cups, Higher Self, Nine of Pentacles, Advice, Magician, one of my favourites, and Nine of Cups as the outcome. So really, really beautiful energy there. Hanged Man in the centre is talking about looking at things a different way. So if you're taking this security for granted, see where you can clear things up. If there's been stagnant energy around there for too long, see how you can change that. First of all, you've got to see it, but you've got a lot of ones in here. One energy, starting over energy, really beautiful. Physically in your environment, you've got this beautiful Eight of Wands. You could be getting, see the alignment with the Hanged Man reaching down to this inspiration, looking for this, and the circle around his head and the circle around this. It's like, take time out to look at things and how you can put a new spark, a new passion back into things. Because mentally you might not be wanting to look at it. You might just be wanting to disregard it, or you might actually be ignoring it through resistance or denial. So it's important for you to recognize mentally what needs to be done. Emotionally, you might be spending a lot of time celebrating out with your friends, but not really paying attention to what needs your attention. Spiritually, you've got the Ace of Swords. So my suggestion is just keep see how this fox here is wrapped up around the sword, not really paying attention to it. And here's this bright circular light again. I think the whole thing is telling you that it's time to wake up. It's time to see things from a different perspective, ask for advice and clarity, and then use that as a spark of intention and passion and action. Stop ignoring what's going on and spending so much time out celebrating that you're not really focusing on what's important. You're not seeing this Seven of Cups, and again, it could be this is the illusion, delusion, confusion card, where there's so much opportunity and so much to take your focus that you get a bit overwhelmed or confused, and you could pick the wrong thing. Your higher self wants you to know that this is possible for you if you take time out and look for yourself, decide for yourself what's important and pay attention and make that grow. That will be what is going to reward you the most. The advice overall is to create, this is the Magician card, create what you want. Don't, there's a saying that I really love, don't give up what you really want for what you want right now. So decide, especially at the end of this year, what you want to create next year and work towards that, because the outcome, if you do that, is the Nine of Cups. That's wishes coming true and being able to share that with the people that you love. It's quite beautiful. So basically, my loves, overall, Scorps, don't ignore what is most important to you for what you kind of want now. Look, I'm not saying don't celebrate. I'm not saying don't enjoy the season. What I am saying is don't forget what's really important. Don't throw that away. All right, now let's get into Pisces. Beautiful, Pisces. So, if there's anything particular you'd like me to do next year, any particular readings you'd like or information you'd like, drop a comment and I shall put it in next year. I plan on doing a lot more next year, so we'll see what happens. Okay, so I keep getting drawn to this end, so I might take that. Regret. That could be for me, regretting taking that in, but we'll see. And healing, divine masculine, power and solar qualities. Those two don't... Let me just see for a second, Pisces. Yep. I think the message here, see how... I'll just flick this across for a second. See how you've got a feminine card with regret, a masculine card, and a more feminine card with self-love. I think what could have happened is that you could regret at the end of this year having spent so much time actioning things and concentrating on forward movement, where you're going, how you're going. You've ignored tending to yourself. So that could be the focus for next year. Maybe work on that. Work on how you can balance yourself and your worth with what you want to achieve. Maybe put some of that masculine energy into self-care. Let's see. So at the bottom of the deck, we've got the sun. Beautiful. And we've got, look, I'm just going to go with that because it just came out. Four of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. Six of Wands. The High Priestess. Lovers. Five of Wands. Yeah, there's a bit of internal going on here. Three of Swords. And Page of Wands. Yep, beautiful. So basically the main thing here is to find happiness in the ordinary, the everyday, what you have achieved, what you have learned this year. Physically, in your physical environment, you could be hanging on to things a bit too tight, like regret. You could be hanging on to or focusing on your masculine achievements. So work, labor, generosity and protection, and that real guardian type energy. You could be hanging on to that. I don't have time for self-love because I have to focus on this. Mentally, I think you're ready to turn the wheel. It's time to overcome this regret and emotionally feel like you've overcome that, you've succeeded against that challenge. And to do that, you need to really give yourself some support and encouragement. Spiritually, you're being asked to connect more, go within more, sit quietly without attachment to any emotions or beliefs or regrets or need for action. It's a very quiet, reflective, inflective card. And so spiritually they're saying, look, this is available to you if you just pause and take a breath. You're not seeing the Lover's card. You are not seeing this compassion and love and healing available for you. This is a choice you get to make now. Are you going to embrace yourself and your self-worth? This is, to me, this is for you, this inner squidgy part. This is your inner soft part. Are you going to embrace it and heal it and encourage its growth? That's what you need to see. Your higher self wants you to know that the battle is only yours. This is only your internal noise. If you feel like, quite often people will say to me, well, who else is going to do it? I have to do it. Nobody else is going to do it. And I'm sure in your experience and your story, that is true and correct. There is always a way to amalgamate things, to give and take, to allow others to help you. How many people have you asked? This is the kind of questions you need to ask yourself. Are you creating a battle for yourself? The advice is to put down this heartbreak, this regret, this I'm all alone. I'm getting this real I'm all alone. I've had to do all of this for myself and I've had no time for myself or to look after myself. And the advice is it's time to put that down. It's time to let that kind of thinking go and start a new way of thinking, a brighter way of thinking, coming towards sunshine and light and seeing things from an inspirational way, really looking outside the square and seeing what you haven't given credence to before. What other possibilities are there to help carry you forward? It might take some time to reflect on this, and that's okay, because you're going to transform. A big transformation is coming up for you in the new year, which it could make some people feel left out if you stop doing things for them all the time. And this is where the self-love comes in, and then you will find some balance. If you stop giving to others all the time and start really, really looking after yourself, then you will find this balance, because you're not going to go from giving everything to everybody else and becoming incredibly selfish and self-centered. That's not the way it goes. Just work on gradually allowing yourself some love like you give others. See yourself as valuable as others. What would you give to others? Then give it to yourself as well. All right, my loves, I hope you've got something from this. Let me know and have a chat. I'd love to hear from you. Much love. Thank you for the year. Bye.